Hello, it has been a while. I'm just going to do some Uber's laddering with the Uber's Core Ladder Challenge, I think it's called. Yeah, we're currently very low down on it. 1152, but I got a game yesterday versus someone who's in the 1400s, so hopefully it won't actually be that different to a normal live. Just doing this for a bit of fun, really. Seeing what I like. Marshadow is incredible this game if the screens are down. Depends on what thing he's using. Okay. So, that's a weird lead on a screen's offense. Dragon Dances, so he is definitely going to be a Focus Sash variant. Yeah. Lightfall would have killed me. But that is sashed. Big great kills, how do I deal with Zation? This is annoying already. Dragon Scent also kills. But Sneak is fine. Grimsnarl comes out, I go Yveltal, I knock, then no, I defog. I've got a defog. Then knock, then defog. Kinda wish I had foul play at the moment. Yep, because of this exact thing. I have to let Xerneas go down as he sword stances. I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. I will take it. So now Sneak kills, which is lovely. I don't care. Okay. Yeah, Screen's offense is a pretty terrible matchup for this team to try and face. Xerneas is also kind of a terrible matchup for me right now, but I can Poltergeist into Shadow Sneak into Sucker Punch. Oh, okay, he just attacked me straight up. That's fine, because Xerneas can come in and Flamethrower. And that puts him in Sucker Punch range anyway. Now Necrozma, so I have to go Zygarde because I can't let Weakness Policy beat me. He knocks. Sub is just always the play. I don't die to a Sunsteel Strike here, so I think my better play would be Dragon Dancing and then going for 1,000 Arrows, or doing that, I guess. See, +3 Sunsteel Strike does kill me, which is why I don't really want to go for that. Oh, perfect. I'm not risking this. No chance. Yep. Okay, so state of the meta. Hang on, let me pause until I get a game. That did not take very long at all because we were in the very low part of the ladder. I need to remember that. So Suicide Lead Excadrill. Honestly, Bulk Up Marshadow is just pretty incredible here. But I'm gonna lead. I'm gonna go for the Poltergeist into the Sneak. He doesn't have a switch in for Poltergeist if he wanted to preserve this for some reason, and it just means that I can defog relatively easily later on against Necrozma or Zygarde. Okay, yeah, so because he Sandstormed, which is a bit of a weird set, yeah, that was nice and easy. So, Utility Umbrella Necrozma is for the Kyogreization matchup. It means that I don't have my recovery limited by Kyogre's Rain. I'll run through the team via this way. It's not exactly like a brilliant team, it's just something. These three I threw together just because they were in my builder, so I threw them on. It's kind of weak to Subseed, Calyrex, but at the same time I have Shadow Sneak as well. Like it's not the end of the world to face it, because like it has to get in the right position. Xerneas is for Zygarde. Necrozma is kind of overloaded in terms of trying to deal with everything, so that I need to go for very risky things like going for Poltergeist versus Xerneas, trying to get some of the damage off on it. Between Sand, how important is this thing? How important is Yveltal? How important is Zygarde and Eternatus? Eternatus beats opposing Necrozma, but not as well as Zygarde does. Marshadow is just an offensive threat, but I can sneak easily, and then Sandstorm into Sucker Punch kills. And he can't afford to go for another Geomancy, because then I just knock off. Yeah. Darmanitan and... oh, okay. Yeah, not a chance. This thing can beat me by getting lucky, so no way in hell am I letting it come in for free, essentially. Unfortunately need to play really conservatively all the time against Zacian, because it's just that much of a threat to every team, but mine in particular. Yveltal and Necrozma being on every team is kind of a no-go for me. I really want both Zacian and Calyrex looked at, preferably being banned. Firefang doesn't do a KO, it's like, that's not even a risk. The risk with Firefang is either burn or flinch, but it's not a risk. Because Darmanitan to kill, yeah, like look at that. Darmanitan to kill Necrozma would require Flare Blitz with 2 Firefang damages, which is just then free setup for Zygarde, so I can Sunsteel Strike here because it doesn't kill me, and I actually don't need Necrozma. But yeah. I mean, Necrozma's nice to not lose to Duskmane and stuff, but like, it's not actually necessary at all, because Xerneas plus Yveltal plus my own Zygarde should always win regardless. And even if I get in a bad position, like Necrozma is pretty safe against both of these things. So yeah, the idea behind this was that you use a core of Xerneas Marshadow, which to me is much more of an offensive core than I've gone with, if I'm being perfectly honest. I've kind of gone against the theme, I guess, of the team building, but equally I don't think that's that big of a deal. Sunsteel Strike only has 5 PP left, yeah. Oh, it's a roll to break the sub, okay. 1000 Arrows is not the play because of weakness policy. Oh, it doesn't have weakness policy, okay. I mean, it didn't matter at this point, like, I won regardless, but, yeah. Glare first. Scale Shot missed, but, like, Xerneas is my way of beating this anyway, so, yeah. Zacian is just too threatening, and Calyrex is just too threatening to too much of the tier with too little defensive counterplay that isn't hyper-specific. Like, my Necrozma loses to Assurance Zacian, my Yveltal loses to Subseed Calyrex. I could make it Snarl, but then I lose a lot of utility. and there's not really good backup checks for it either. That's probably something very rude in, I'd guess, Portuguese. But, oh, I'm not actually far enough over. Okay. Wait, what? These were the games I was kind of hoping to avoid getting. But, oh well. Yeah. Oh, go, that's me. I actually can't hurt it. Oh dear. That's just kind of funny. Anyway, we'll look for another game at the same time. Wow, they're knocking off and disabling everything. I got a Discord notification, but Discord's all the way over there, and I'm not revealing the things I'm looking at. So when I look, I don't know these sort of things, I'm not in the loop, but I'm hopeful that we're going to get a suspect test in the coming few weeks of one of Zacian or Calyrex. I don't know which one it's likelier to be, because generally speaking, among the general community, Calyrex is seen as the bigger issue. Among the top tier players, Zacian is seen as the bigger issue. I'm personally of the opinion that Calyrex is of a bigger issue. I think it's harder to deal with defensively. Like, not to say that either's easy, but Zacian, it has a fixed speed tier unless you run agility. Like, it can't cover everything in the moves it has, etc., etc. Was that? No, whatever. Whereas Calyrex, like, the item slots being available means it can kind of muscle past its own checks a lot easier. So, yeah, I personally dislike it. This is an actual team we're facing, but it's against someone who's very low down, so they might not know how to use it. Marshadow I love. I always have loved and will always love Marshadow. And this is a pretty hefty part of the reason why, because this Poltergeist missed. Look at this Poltergeist damage though. It nearly oak-hold as a Necrozma from full at +1. Thankfully I do have aromatherapy on Xerneas, so this isn't actually the death of Marshadow. I can aromatherapy on Eternatus, Yveltal, or potentially even Ho-Oh. Oh, it goes straight into Eternatus. These things don't run poison coverage, generally speaking, so I'm going to go into my Xerneas. If it has Meteor Beam, then that's just a little bit annoying. It has Sludge Bomb. That is the first Sludge Bomb Eternatus I've seen ever. But I shouldn't be that upset about that, because, I mean, I have considered running poison coverage on Eternatus, especially on attacking sets, so I have no one to blame for that but myself. Just gonna roost off the Dynamax Cannon and Defog. That still took care though. I need this too much. Yeah. And now unfortunately, okay, that's fine. Oh, he burnt me. Oh, that's a big deal. Now my way of dealing with Calyrex is literally my Marshadow Shadow Sneak. That is very bad. I need Rocks Up to break potential Focus Sash. Oh my god, 2 burns. Oh, I outspeed it? Why do I outspeed it? Wait, wasn't it? Oh, I knocked off its thing, didn't I? I'm gonna hope that that is choiced in some way, which means I can get a Dragon Dance off. It isn't choiced. And it crit me. Oh well. At least it wasn't a tournament game. Just gonna pause. And we got a game. I'm really sad about that last game, but oh well. We moved past it. It is only ladder after all. Yeah. Offensive Eternatus is very good. It's just a struggle to actually fit onto teams, basically, because of how important Eternatus, if it's on a team, is in defensively dealing with Kyogre. You can run backup Kyogre checks to free up your Eternatus a little bit, but then it's opening up to more weaknesses like Groudon and stuff. I quite like the look of his team, if I'm being perfectly honest, but Yveltal is pretty solid against it, especially because I can play more recklessly than usual because of the lack of Calyrex Shadow Rider. Aguav Berry means I Sucker Punch. What does Aguav Berry do? Okay. Yveltal comes out in an... If this is offensive, I should outslow it so that Knockoff goes first and gets rid of the Life Orb. Also, I'm Spadef. And as I said, like, I referenced the fact that Calyrex Shadow Rider means I play more aggressively with Yveltal. Spadef Heavy Duty Boots Yveltal does almost nothing unless you see a Calyrex in the opposing team, other than occasionally it'll spread Toxic decently. So, leading off with it, when you see that there isn't a Calyrex Shadow Rider, you can just disrupt items early on, which is nice. Oblivion Wing isn't KOing me as well. Coming close to either, because of Spadef. It does have a kind of niche here in that it actually completely destroys any potential Landorus, but yeah. Eternatus comes in, and then Zacian probably comes... Oh, okay. That turn went about as badly as it could for me. I feel like I should probably redo the team to make it more offensive with Geozern. Same Marshadow set, same Zygarde, but then Yveltal, Eternatus, Necrozma. I can change them up to be like my own Zacian, a Calyrex Shadow Rider, go with Double Ghost, and then last one kind of needs to glue the team together a bit. So I'm not sure what it would be. But, yeah. Oh well. Why am I Sun still striking? I should Morning Sun. Also, because this is low ladder, I'm gonna go with Rocky Helmet. Because, well, because of that basically. He's just attacking me at the moment, and that is bad for me. So, we saw how much that did. It's not a Turkio now. Lugia comes out. I'll go for my rocks first as he paralyzes me. That is genuinely bad for me. But I can knock, then go Xerneas, then Aromatherapy. I can't afford to be paralyzed with my Necrozma on the Zacian, because a single free turn where I can't recover or I can't hit it, and Zacian will beat me. So we saw the close combat damage before. It was Jolly rather than Adamant Zacian. Adamant Zacian is a roll to Turkio at this range. And Adamant Zacian can be run because the speed tier for Zacian is such that, like, it doesn't matter if you run Adamant or not. As he goes Lander, he's doing a lot of doubles. It's just a shame they're not getting him anywhere. As he defaults with his Lando T, okay. I'm in a pretty solid position. I'm not really fearful of anything on his team other than the Zacian. Yeah. Kyogre comes out, the correct play is Eternatus here. So I'm going to go Eternatus here and I'm not going to dick about. Because, yeah, that's Scarf damage. I really want a Flamethrower on the Zacian. It's going to do like 25 to 30% because of the rain. So, not worth it. Utility Umbrella is actually going to come in handy here in terms of the recovery. But the Zacian would also be at like 30% if not for the fact that it will be a lot lower than it is because of the Rocky Helmet, which would probably matter more on a team that deals with it more via giving it passive damage and then priority attacking it. Yeah, Sludge Wave does nothing. Roosting there might have been a mistake because I can't answer. Yep. Kyogre comes out. I actually don't need Yveltal for anything anymore, so I'm just going to Sucker Punch it. As he goes for the Ice Beam, and that does not 2-hit KO me. Oh, it does. It was a roll. Oh well. At this point, though, I can just go into... I can go into, honestly, a lot of things at this point. But I'm going to go into my Xerneas because that's a free 30% or so on Zacian, I want to say. 24. Okay, Yveltal comes out, but Xerneas comes right back in on Yveltal. And then Moonblast again. Give me this Yveltal. And then Kyogre, I'll just attack you. Because Water Spout does not kill. And now I'll rest, because there's no way that Water Spout is doing 20%. Yeah. I should probably have streamed some of this, but... oh, Flatimo, okay. He is in the high 1400s. I'm still under 1200 according to this thing. So, Zygarde wins after Kyogre is slightly dealt with. Yveltal can be played aggressively. Knock off first, then defog on the rocks. He's running Shed Shell. Okay, I can respect that. I respect that in part because if I run into a Zacian Goth team with this team, I might as well just click X because there is almost no point in me running it, so yeah. Even trying to beat that, so yeah. What I want to do here... Yveltal's still, like, decent overall. I kinda need Necrozma healthy for his Xerneas, is the annoying thing. I can go into my Xerneas though, as he goes into his Yveltal. This means I get a free Moonblast off. His Necrozma's already low. But I can see the damage range first and foremost, and I see that that damage is not enough. So now I can go into my Marshadow and bulk up. Because I think this kills. Yeah, that kills. And that's why I love Marshadow. So he probably knows that I have to be adamant for that damage calc. So I'm going to go into my Xerneas here. And that means I can Moonblast or Aromatherapy. I'm going to Aromatherapy because he's going to go Necrozma, and that means I can go Yveltal without the poison being on it. And that means I can get rid of rocks immediately. Kyogre comes out. Eternatus can deal with it brilliantly, so we're going to go into Eternatus. Water Spout probably means he's going to go Necrozma here, but I'm going to recover anyway. He's in a really tricky position now, because, yeah, Marshadow isn't a brilliant answer to Eternatus, so the fact that he's already going into it, Spectral Thief especially, Poltegeist is kind of necessary if you're going to try and force me out with it, because otherwise I don't get to it KO'd. And now, he's on a timer. His Geozone is still a big threat, so I can't pretend that I've got this game won. I've just got I'm in a better position than I think he is right now, basically. Dynamax Cannon's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna go Necrozma. as he recovers. Okay, gonna go for Stealth Rock first as he flamethrowers me. Does nothing. We're gonna Morning Sun back to full, or close enough to full that Xerneas is in the same position against me. Then I'm gonna go Xerneas because Xerneas will beat this 1v1. Oh, he's also running Dragon Tail. I like Dragon Tail on Eternatus, by the way. I'm gonna double into Zygarde here because he's made the Necrozma play several. Ah, shit. Okay, gonna go back into Xerneas and Aromatherapy then, and gonna just Moonblast and rest. Now, because he can see that, I'm gonna go into Zygarde here. Oh, he went into Kyogre. Okay, that is considerably worse for me. I want to go into Yveltal here. Yveltal isn't that useful. Yeah, okay, he Water Spouted, so... Okay, the crit might have mattered, but I don't think so. I can Sucker Punch or I can Roost here. I'm gonna Sucker, even though Xerneas was more likely. I don't outspeed you. That's sad. Okay, Morning Sun. And then into Yveltal on possibly rocks. Yes, on rocks. Okay, cool. Go on a Defog. He's going for Toxic, which is respectable, but like I have a Sleep Talking Xerneas that will beat this 1v1 every day of the week. He's already used up over half of his Toxic PP. And I'm Sleep Talking here, which might... yeah, that's a dead Kyogre. That could be bad in terms of letting his Geomancy Xerneas set up, but I have still got a full health Necrozma Duskmane as he thunders me. And we see that +2 Thunder is not something I need to be too concerned about yet. Now I do. So I'm going to Sunsteel Strike here, because that'll put him in range of my various priorities. And based on him playing this way, he might actually be Scarf. I'm going to go Zygarde, because Thunder was definitely coming out there. If he's Scarf, then I win right here by clicking Dragon Dance. I'm going to sub, because if he isn't Scarf, which he isn't because he stayed in like that, that means I can win this way anyway, so... he is Dragon Tail Toxic, and he's quite slow. Good info to have, good info to have, good info to have. Yeah, fuck. Necrozma comes in, Zygarde comes in, I guess, and I sub. And then I Dragon Dance. And then Thousand Arrows sweeps. Does it kill Marshadow at that range? It does. Yeah. But like, I dislike this about the Uber's Ladder, in that, why am I playing someone 250 rating points above me? Like, if I wasn't laddering up on a lower ult, that would be a very unfair matchup, and because I'm laddering up on a lower ult, that's a very unfair matchup anyway. And now look at that, I've gone from facing someone who's 1500 nearly, to someone who's not even past 1100, using this. And like, yeah. Nothing can kill me. And don't pretend that it can. I do like Geozone a lot in this meta. I think I can change up my team in the... So, this is the Bazaar. Which I'm a little bit salty about, if I'm being honest. Uber's Core Ladder Challenge. You are free to change the other 3 or 4 members as you wish. Okay. So I can change my sets, which is good, because this team I don't think this is a team that I would use in the higher ladder, which is where this is ideally placed. I'll probably make it Geozern, same Zygarde set. Probably gonna have to be Snarl, Veltal, and keep Necrozma the same, and then make Eternatus. Maybe, I don't know. I think I might just need to make it more offensive in general if I'm gonna try that, because otherwise I'm just gonna be trying to do everything at once defensively with an offensive team, which is just a bad mentality to try and have. Oh, that was a Zorro. Okay. We'll get in one final game. I just wanted to record a video and upload it, so we get Shadow Gaming. Okay, we're going to get another game after this one. I'm going to pause this actually until these two games are done and we found a new one. And we get a game versus Elaine, who's going to be the last one. Is the guy left? Oh, he did. Okay, good. Ditto, Marshadow. Marshadow's going to be needed to check things with Sneak later on. Can lead off with Necrozma pretty well, or lead off with Yveltal. Yveltal loses to a Zacian lead though. Or is this where I get my rocks up? By the way, this Necrozma set, I'm using knockoff instead of T-Wave. I feel like T-Wave is more important on builds that don't have priority to help check Zacian. Otherwise, I think I would almost always run T-Wave, just so that you've got the speed control for it as well. Oh, give me this Ditto Glad. Give me this Ditto Glad. You can't touch me, Ditto. I don't think you break my sub. Being very genuine, I don't think Ditto breaks my sub with 1000 arrows. It does not. And now I can DD and sub. And because rocks are off, even a Sash Marshadow is not a threat to me. He only has 2 more 1000 arrows PP left as well. I'll put this team in the description if you want to use it. Oh, he left. Well, I guess that's the end of the video. I'll put this team in the description if you want to use it. The spreads are pretty basic, really. This is so that you outspeed base 100s. This is because you need something to tank hits. This is because you also need something to tank special hits. Zygarde is a win con. Speed is so that you outspeed Calyrex when you're at +1 in this form. It doesn't do it in big boy form, but it does in little boy form. Marshadow is to hit hard, and Zacian is to defensively shore up your weakness to physical threats that aren't named Zacian. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.